go.
And the Spurs start out with the ball. Now let's take a look at the Nuggets opening lineup. Morris is out there with Will Barton. Then there's Green. Then there's Gordon. And it's Jokic in at the 5. And he's able to get it back. And the whistle blows as the basket counts. And a three-point play chance right here. One free throw coming up. San Antonio shooting their first free throw of the game right now.
Really hasn't come together for them as a group in terms of free throw shooting. Just around 70% on the season.
Free throw, no good for Pirtle. And for Pirtle, the stats don't tell the whole story. Steve, he just does whatever he can to help his team.
He's a good screener, solid defender, runs the floor, and you can't teach his size.
And here is Murray following the 3 from Will Barton. And it's sent back by Jokic. Out to White. Lets the 3 fly.
He was barely recruited out of high school. Derek White's story is inspiring. He's someone that never gave up on his dream.
For San Antonio, they have gone 0 for 1 at the line. This is their second trip to the line tonight.
3 shots.
And that one falls for White. When you know you're on a championship contender, how hard is it to maintain focus this time of year?
Some of that depends on the leadership you have in the locker room. Certain guys have an ability to keep everyone engaged and motivated and also loose and light in that locker room. So it does matter.
Last one's off, and they'll settle for 2 points. And so Green will bring it up for the Nuggets. Outplayed in the previous game on their schedule, losing to Chicago.
And missing your free throws usually changes the complexion of a game. Certainly did in that one.
Especially on the road. Each miss fired up that crowd even more.
Morris passes to Gordon.
In the first 2 minutes.
A little over a minute gone here in the first quarter. And Pirtle sends it back.
Gotta love the shot blocking ability of Pirtle. Wonderful timing right there.
Outside for Murray. Dishes it to Johnson. Here's White. Buries the long-range jumper. White's got 5.
And good to get him going early. That shot should give him some confidence.
When he's feeling good, he can help you stretch the defense a lot.
Gordon. That's in, coming off the assist from Jokic.
And there's just so much athleticism to Gordon's game. Good luck trying to contain him inside.
Pass to Pirtle. Barton against White. Shoots over Barton. It's blocked. Gordon deciding where to go with it. Morris against Murray. Here's Jokic. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good.
Plays a rugged game down low. Jokic's toughness adds character to the identity of this team.
Now here's White. 26 points for him last game against New York.
And not only was he creating for himself, he was setting up teammates with good shots.
Here's Barton down low. And it's Green with the jam.
And Green getting off the floor there for the dunk. Really like watching him sky up for those.
Here's Murray. He's just scored his first basket with that shot, making him 1 for 4.
Some guys just understand how to generate points. He's one of them.
Murray against Morris. To the inside. Jokic. And the layup's good off the glass.
Sometimes he seems to be indestructible with the finishes he can make. Jokic is a force down low.
Tie game in San Antonio. And back in a moment as we'll get underway with quarter number 2. And the 2021 League MVP, Nikola Jokic, discussed what brought him to this point.
The hustle work, you know, every day, twice a day. Just go out there on the court and do whatever you need to do to get better, you know. And that's what I did.
He didn't need those long hours, Greg, in the gym are something the fans don't always recognize.
And even for a player like the Joker, who seems like a savant with the ball, it all comes back to the work.
And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And taking a look at San Antonio's performance here, what do you think they've been doing or not doing?
Attacking, drawing fouls. They won that first quarter at the line.
Some people might feel they got some hometown calls, but when your team is pushing the action, you often get the benefit of the doubt.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. Taking a look at the Nuggets, we've got Aaron Gordon. He's out there with Jermichael Green, and it's Campazzo in at point. And Forbes kicks to Walker. Young sets a screen for Walker, and he finishes nicely on the layup. Walker's got his first points of the game.
Beautiful call that time up the floor. The hard screen frees him up for the bunny.
Here's Najee. No points in the game yet for him. Pass to Campazzo. 6 to shoot. Lets it go from 11. There's the triple. Rebounded by the Spurs. And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Thank you, Kevin. Nikola Jokic is arguably the greatest passing center of all time. I say arguably because Wilt is in the conversation. But Jokic sees the game a frame ahead. Nikola said, "I just look where defenders are standing, listen to what they're talking about, and their play calls. For me, it's a normal thing. I just wonder what they're doing, and I do the opposite." Kevin, it's simple, actually. I'm going to do the opposite now and stop talking.
No. You keep talking, we'll keep listening, and David, thank you very much. Here's what San Antonio's going with right now. Johnson's checked in for Young, and it's DeJounte Murray in for Bryn Forbes. Campazzo. The Nuggets with another miss. Last outing for San Antonio, it was a loss to the Knicks.
And in that one, I thought the guys were out of sync offensively. And on the defensive end, a failure to communicate.
This was a brutal loss. You can point fingers in a number of directions, but the bottom line is they just didn't have it tonight.
Now, Jokic, 17 points for him last game against Chicago. And it's Bull that time on the assist by Morris.
Assisted by
Morris has got 3 assists in the game. The Spurs have gone 2 of 4 shooting the ball here in the second. Murray with it. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against New York. Five to shoot. With the drive. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up.
Wiry strong. If you're going to get physical with Murray, you better go the rest of the way to prevent the and one.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
at the line for your Spurs, DeJounte Murray. At the line for one
shot.
Free throw good, Murray.
I can't wait to see Murray reach his full potential. Reason why? Because he has a lot of it.
And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Spurs out in front. They're up by 3. We'll see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball.
Halftime is here, and with the San Antonio Spurs in a neck-and-neck game, lots to talk about.
They've been fierce at the defensive end, causing turnovers, coming up with key stops. That's the result of great communication and trust between teammates. Hard to score on them when they're playing like this.
Let's move on to see what's coming up on the schedule.
And for that game against the Pelicans, going into this one as a slight favorite. I think some of the individual matchups favor them, but you win as a team. And if you rely too heavily on hero ball, all bets are off.
And that about wraps it up. And as the third quarter is about to begin, we go to Kevin Harlan for the call.
second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
The guard pair, Murray and White. McDermott in at the forward with Johnson as the other. And it's Pirtle in at the center position. That's the San Antonio 5. You know, Steve, we're in this era of wide open, up-tempo style. How much fun would you have playing right now?
Kevin, it would have been a blast. The floor spacing gives you so many options offensively, and you can take a whole bunch of threes. However, at the defensive end, in my era, you couldn't hand check, so now it would have been a lot of work.
Keldon Johnson taking 2 shots.
That's good from Johnson.
And one of Johnson's teammates recently called him country strong. And Johnson himself acknowledged he has a lot of room to get even stronger. That is scary.
And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, the Nuggets, when healthy, are one of the league's elite teams. Aaron Gordon says we have championship aspirations. When you've got the Joker, you have a chance to win every single night. If we play our best, we have a good chance to go as far as we want to. Guys, I just want to go as far as throwing it back to you.
You can throw it to us anytime, and he is the defending MVP and plenty of players around Jokic. David, thanks. They are for real. And Greg, along with the power, Johnson brings great athleticism.
And that makes him a tremendous rebounder. Can switch defensively. It's within the realm of possibility that he becomes an all-star someday.
Morris kicks to Gordon. The pass to Jokic. Scored the bucket. He's made 5 so far, shooting a very clean 5 of 7.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Murray against Morris. Outside White. There's the drive. And it's sent back by Jokic.
And check out Jokic using not just his length, but also the timing. The offensive player better think twice next time.
Outside Gordon. Clock at 6. The kick out to Barton. A miss that time would have put him up. They have a chance to go 2 for 1 here.
Let's see how they play the clock.
Murray against Barton. Johnson outside. He takes it in. And it's blocked by Gordon.
No, I wouldn't test Gordon. With that vertical and length, please try someone else.
Morris, no good. Morris against Murray. Pass to White from downtown. They get it again. And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball.
Jump on. Pull it. You 2 players.
His shot was hindered by that momentous mobile 1 block.
And that is a huge block. Given how close this game is, a stop like that was right on point.
And they'll get another chance. And San Antonio has possession. And we just finished the 3rd quarter, and we've got a tight ball game here. Spurs lead by 2. Live from the AT&T Center in San Antonio, you're watching 2K Sports. And now a sneak peek into the huddle with Greg Popovich.
The way we keep a lead is to keep making stops, gang rebound, and keep the pace on offense.
No surprise moments ago in that little talk that Greg Popovich gave his team in pushing his troops, sensing an open opportunity to break this thing wide open.
And he's a guy who will never settle. And for good reason. He knows that any dip in momentum can shift the course of a game.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. So on the floor for Denver, we've got JaMychal Green. He's out there with Will Barton. It's Najee in at center. Campazzo, the pass to Najee. Walker against Green. Green with the block.
One of JaMychal's strengths is his shot blocking. Whether he's down low or on the perimeter, he gets up quickly.
Eubanks, the pass to Vassell. Clock at 4. Here's Walker. Finds the open look, and it's on target. And the Spurs lead by 4.
Yeah, nothing too fancy. Just getting the job done when they need to. Make every possession count.
A shot, no good. Good defensive work there by Young. Walker taking his time here. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. Young, good. Young's got the lead up to 6 now for San Antonio.
Cutting his teeth in the Spurs system, Forbes has improved at keeping his eyes up and finding the open man.
Can't cash in from close range. The Spurs have gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. San Antonio calls timeout. They're up by 6. 1:21 left in the fourth quarter of this one.
It's time for T-shirts. All right, look who's coming on to the court. Come on and get up.
So San Antonio going with an almost entirely new group here. Jakob Poeltl's checked in for Eubanks. Johnson comes in for Young. Doug McDermott, he's checked in for Devin Vassell. And it's DeJounte Murray in for Bryn Forbes. Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sideline.
Well, guys, during the last break, I listened to Greg Popovich talk to his team. He talked about the mindset they need to have and what he wants to see the rest of the way. Engagement at both ends and making good decisions with the ball. Guys?
Thanks so much, David. The Nuggets with another miss. And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for the San Antonio Spurs. And Walker kicks to Johnson. Jokic against Murray. Over Green. Jokic trying to free himself up. Pass to McDermott. Poeltl, high post. Walker against Barton. Another shot. And it's blocked. And he gets it back. Time called here. The Nuggets decide to talk it over. They're trailing by 6. 20 seconds left in the fourth quarter.
Leaving the lineup for your Spurs, Derek White.
.20 seconds left to play here in the fourth. And it's Jokic missing. And now we've got the intentional foul.
Will Barton. That's his second personal foul. Second team foul. At the line for your Spurs, Derek White. 2 shots.
First free throw is good, and that makes it a 7-point lead. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's an 8-point game.
All right, look who's coming on to the court. Come on and get loud for your Spurs. Let's ride.
15 seconds left in the game. Good! Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5. And they go to the intentional foul.
Will Barton.
He drops the first one, and that increases their lead to 6.
Team foul.
Second one is good. Hitting both at the line, and it's a 7-point game.
Adding a little cushion to their advantage. Nice work at the line.
Barton, no luck. And so it's San Antonio with the win. Probably a little closer than they would have liked it, but a win nonetheless.
Yeah, but I really got a sense that the fans gave them that emotional boost that was needed down the stretch. This crowd, man, they were electric.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and Steve Smith, and the rest of our terrific 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.